when I think about you and I think of footage that I see of you from the 60s and the things that you were doing in the 60s and 70s, fighting for legal equality and progress in this nation, that's really different from the kind of work that you have to do now, which is about opening up economic doors.
We're free but not equal. This is another stage of our struggle. If the first stage was to end legal slavery, that's a 246-year journey. And the next stage to end Jim Crow and lynchings. The third stage, the right to vote. Beyond that, the access to capital and industry and technology and deal flow. And that's a very different dimension. And so we have these skills to sell cars, to manufacture cars, to sell supplies. But these have been very difficult barriers to break through. We're doing it, but it's very difficult.
Do you feel like this is harder than what you were facing in the 60s?
Yeah,
it's
because freedom allies are against humiliation, which is embarrassing to everybody. They're not necessarily for equality.
Young ladies always want to know why. What can I do with this? I already have plans to save the world. I can tell you about my plans to save the world. Does this fit? It's why we see more young women in things like the biosciences and environmental sciences. So really talking about STEM and creating activities like that. So we recently tested an overnight girls hackathon.
Okay,
right?
there you go.
They loved it, right?
Yeah.
But part of that was they were designing apps or games to do their own thing.
Right.
This is what I want an app to do. Of course, we've got the coding classes. We will have Sue the Tyrannosaurus Rex at the Science Center. So hey, it's a dinosaur. It's named after a girl. It was discovered by a girl. So really getting into that why, letting them get their hands on things dirty in a technical kind of sense.